Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to take a look at some changes that are coming in, what to expect, if there are any blocks, what kind of blessings do we have coming in, what can we do to best make use of this powerful eclipse energy. I had a card flip over. All right, so let's see here. Now, if you're familiar with eclipse energy, I mean, it is a time for often big reveals. It's a very powerful time because the energies of the sun and of the moon are amplified, okay? And what they do is they act as mirrors. So that shows us what needs to be released, what needs to be, um, you know, looked upon more deeply or, embraced. So it's kind of like a what are we letting go of? What are we bringing in? Sort of energy. So that's what we're going to get into. So right now you could be feeling as though you yourself are in an eclipse period where you're maybe in a moment of temporary darkness, or maybe some of you are even feeling that something has finally been brought into the light, something that was in fact hidden, eclipsed by something else, so maybe you're stepping into your true power. Let's take a look at all of that in this reading. You have eternal party here with situations. So this could be some sort of obligation. This could be other people being involved in something going on with you, just feeling influenced. Oh, interesting. And it has Libra and Scorpio and looks like is Taurus on the card. Yeah, on these tattoos here. So maybe those signs mean something for you. This reading will resonate toward any area of your life, love, career, finances, all that general, So we have Mars, hot. So this is about action. This is like Knight of Wands kind of energy, right? This is really being passionate and moving forward. Even if you don't know something fully yet, it's being open to the adventure of it all. You also have repression here. So some of you could be suffering in silence, so to speak, blocked thoughts, memories. This could also be an energy around you. This is, by the way, this is the Yin Yang Oracle by Lilith Designs. You have thoughts here. So some of you could be feeling trapped. You could be feeling very Eight of Swords in your head, possible worry, fear. And I feel, this is a very emotional time period for a lot of us, very emotional energy with it being a Pisces lunar eclipse. And even though it already happened, we're still in that energy for a long time. Then we have a solar eclipse coming in Virgo, and Virgo, that's the healer. So I think maybe some of you are healing deep emotional wounds of some kind, something that's been needing to be cleared out for so long. Oh, looks like we're getting more cards. Okay, so we'll use the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. I was going to move to Tarot, but it looks like we're going to move to more Oracle cards. I'm guided, so I deliver messages through Tarot and Oracle cards, but also channeled messages. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. Now, interesting because within that card, one of the individuals has a Taurus tattoo. So think about Taurus energy. They're often described as hardworking, but very, stubborn. But so also ruled by Venus, just like Libra. What else do we have? So sticking to a plan, I feel, is important. We have more cards, stubborn energy coming in. It says, so prosperity lies ahead. I just heard that stubborn is what I heard clairaudiently. And we have meditate and contemplate and take time to breathe out. So you do have prosperity coming in. You could be dealing with some sort of stubborn, even fixed energy in some way. This could be also someone who's a little coming off as hot-headed, we have meditate, contemplate with new moon in Pisces. And that's that you could be holding back because you're in a sort of Four of Swords energy, taking that time to maybe fully recover or heal from something. You have to take time to breathe out. And that's what's underneath that feeling trapped. It's sort of, I feel this energy of like releasing and kind of, surrendering to cosmic powers, or maybe it's the energies of the eclipse themselves, celestial energies. But let's see what we have now using the Curious Travels Tarot deck. And the information is below for this. By the way, as I'm shuffling, If you'd like to book a personal reading, I am open for those on a trial basis at an introductory rate. So please visit schoolhouseintuitive.com, and there are a variety of different options to choose from. So feel free to reach out. I would love to work with more of you. I've already worked with a lot of you, and it's been really awesome actually this last week. So, oh my gosh, you have the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. Wow. Okay. So, bringing it in, are we? This is abundance, right? This is absolutely creation. It makes sense to me now that we were getting Taurus because we have some earth sign energy, and then we also have the Empress, again, both shared with Venus. Libra and Taurus share the Empress card. So this, and they're holding a piece. It looks almost like a tomato, but it's probably a pomegranate. And so this is, again, it's about your creation, your fertility, being in the flow, and possibly maybe there is a pregnancy or some news that's going to be delivered even about money. So this could be a something good coming in that drastically changes things for you, for your situation. So it can also be something as far as just really seeing all the possibilities finally, because you'll notice their eyes are blocked, and it feels like maybe you're not seeing this yet, but you will. This could be something that affects your long-term stability, your home, your health, your happiness overall. So this is really good. But I just want to let you know, it is coming in under your dreams need a practical plan. And also, the expression, too many cooks in the kitchen. Some of you may be allowing others to have too much of an influence, because do remember that's what's clarifying that external party. All right. And making sure, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Wheel of Fortune too come in, because there is something here about a karmic release. What else do we have, please? Thanks to all of you who subscribe and are members. I appreciate that very much, for your lovely comments in support of the channel and of each other. Thank you. Wow. What do we have? So we're getting cards coming out in twos, right? So I feel a lot of you, maybe the number two, duality, things like that could really be coming into play. And what do you know? We have the Justice card and the Fool card. And I say that because it's like balancing things out, right? The energy of two, like this or that. Maybe there's something in the middle, though. Maybe it's not, sometimes we allow the fact that we have options, we allow that to like stress us out, or to cause us to delay a decision, an important decision with this Justice card. And it can almost, sometimes it's like we don't have too many options in a way, because then maybe we just kind of spend a lot of time weighing decisions, when really we need to pick up that sword and we need to kind of get some clarity and get going, right? Get going on something. Because either way, this looks like you have this new beginning. You're going to need to be flexible. This is allowing that spontaneity and hope to guide you, really. And to know that it will become more clear as you step into this new change. It's big change. It really is, for so many of us. There's a lot of cause and effect energy. Remember, I said there's something maybe karmically even. And remember, karma just is. It is the Justice card in a way, because it's cause and effect. What we put out, we bring about, right? So there's something here about living with integrity and moving in a direction that feels best for you. Maybe you're not doing something that's necessarily popular or even well understood yet, but that does not mean that you shouldn't, right? You've been getting these signs for a long time. Some of you know that it's time to get going. You're listening to that inner voice. Use your high priestess of your own, the high priestess energy of your own, to get started here, because you do have prosperity ahead. Taking action, right? This is what's clarifying the Mars hot fiery energy, vitality. This is also being able to attract something. But I just want to say, you want to be wise with your investments, right? Because you are thinking about long-term. Maybe you are a parent or a grandparent. You're thinking about others. Leadership is coming to the forefront here. So some of you, maybe you're getting some logistics in order, because we have a Justice here too. So it's like getting the logistics in order. That could be what's holding you back. For some of you, it's setting up parameters, set up some good boundaries. Okay. Whenever I see certain cards too, I think they just kind of give me bonus information for myself as a reader. And so I feel that, it's guilt. Someone could be trying to use some guilt, or you may be feeling guilty about something. That could be actually why you're holding back. This could be also keeping you feeling kind of stuck or in your head, or worried about, if I do this, what does this mean for so-and-so? Or, Yeah, so let's just keep going though. Breathe out. Some of you just need to breathe. Have that release. Allow the new fresh energy of life to come in. There's something I'm getting clairaudiently about an engagement or being an important speaker. Maybe you're listening to somebody or you're getting some new advice. I'm also feeling very much an energy of floaty, kind of floaty. So maybe, I don't know if you're physically feeling that or metaphorically speaking, but it makes sense with eclipse season. It can make us feel as though we are just working with two different energies, right? The moon energy, the sun energy, and just also feeling kind of between worlds, right? So some of you are getting incredible psychic intel, but it can sometimes be overwhelming. So making sure you are taking care of yourself, okay, and doing what you need to do to stay grounded and yes, the meditate, contemplate. But oh well, okay. So I was breathing. Look, I forgot. We even have this card on the table. Take time to breathe out. So one reason I don't have the camera on my face is because when I'm channeling, I often am just staring blankly into space, and I wouldn't be the best to watch because it'd be like, where is this lady looking? Like, I'm not going to be able to look at a camera. That's a big distraction. So I need the freedom to just be able to look around and spin in my chair, even if I need to. Hello, ADHD of mine. But anyway, yeah. So it's like I wasn't seeing the card, but it's being felt and it's literally being said. So underline exclamation point. Breathe out. Time to breathe out. And we can think of that too as like we're releasing whatever it is that is making us feel trapped. Maybe it's feeling as though something or someone's just sucking the life out of the room or out of a project or out of your excitement even. And so sometimes it seems like maybe we need to go more within and meditate, contemplate on our own, right? And not allowing others to kind of muddy our waters. We have the Two of Swords, and there it is, going within, making the decision. This is coming up in every reading, whether it's a personal reading or a reading like on the channel here, but this is about a difficult choice lying ahead. This is underneath that meditate, contemplate. It's underneath the card of regrets, of holding back. So are you in fact blocking your own way? Are you blocking your own creativity? Are you not trusting your intuition? Right? I'll be curious to see if we get a Seven of Swords or even a Five of Swords. It's going to make me wonder if you're even trusting your intuition. With the Emperor here, I love seeing this clarifying the Two of Swords, because eventually it's like you get out of that space. For some of you, you're getting out of that space now, and this is just a timeless reading, by the way, within the eclipse period. Let's see. You have so many major arcana cards now, because I only pulled 6 cards, and out of the 6, 4 of the 6 are major arcana. So as I said, this is drastic change. Trust that you have the ability to get clarity as you go. You do not have to get it perfect. You do not have to know everything up front. Very few things in life are we going to take on that we know everything there is to know, right? Life is about learning, expanding, growing along the way. So remember, you're growing into your leadership role. For some of you, you're growing into being maybe the person others are going to for inspiration, such as the Emperor. The Emperor is ready. They know, they trust their ability to lead, to be led, and to be able to lead, to have the structure, to come up with a plan, to follow it. They're very clear. Even though they know there will be challenges. I mean, they have the energy of all 4 kings. All 4 kings. It's like, think about all the way we have to go through all of each major arcana to get to that king, right? And so it's like all in the journey of the Fool anyway, and of the person you have in mind, such as maybe you have yourself in mind. But this is about, yeah, you don't have to get it perfect, but get started. We keep getting this message as a general message. There's Aries energy coming through, and what is Aries? I think Aries is ruled by Mars, if I'm not mistaken. That's that going for it energy. So I get for some of you too, you're revealing something. You have a big reveal, or you're worried even about revealing something and putting something out there. I am feeling that. What else am I feeling off these cards? I'm picking up on someone's heartbeat or rhythm, maybe getting into a rhythm. A lot of the things I receive clairaudiently are metaphorical, so it's up to you to interpret the messages. Use your intuition first and foremost. Read the disclaimer, right? Da 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 da. But it feels as though you have you. If you get clear and you take action, the clarity and the success will follow. It does kind of. It's similar. It's like, and you'll notice like a lot of these in here they have something in their hands. They have the main character has something in their hands, and I feel as though there's potential. Are you seeing all the potential though? Are you seeing all the possibilities? And are you remaining flexible? Are you remaining optimistic, like that energy of the Fool? So I'm hearing, again, I'm getting this energy of floating. I don't, are you floating something? Are you up in the air? Are you feeling maybe your head's feeling kind of floaty lately? But I am getting that. Maybe you just came off the river and you were in your floaty. I don't know. But yeah, so maybe you're drinking a root beer float. I don't know, but there's something here. Oh, there's that whole like, oh, whatever floats your boat. So maybe that's an expression you're going to hear coming up, and it's like confirmation of something. I know it's randomly specific. All my messages really are when you think about it. But you need to do what floats your boat. Right. And it's also, again, it's in your time. It's in your time. So while there is drastic change, there's no timeline to this. It's going to vary, right? It'll totally vary. I mean, this is for thousands of people we're reading for. Oh my goodness, but look, this is exactly right. That's the card that I always, if you watch me often, this is you're at the harbor, you're watching all the ships and you're wondering, why is everybody else, going around in their boat? What's stopping me? Well, it's that decision, right? It's like that planning, the new direction. Yeah, but we have to grab a hold of the opportunity. This person hasn't quite done that yet, but they're about to. They're on the verge of that. So it's a little beyond that Two of Wands planning. It's like, it's being really ready to step into something new. And for some of you, you've been feeling this for so long. And for some, it's circumstances that maybe have you feeling as though you have a lot of responsibility where you are, so you're maybe not able to step into something fully. But what's stopping you from going little by little, taking one little step at a time? Often we can do that, even if it's working on our thoughts, because it's within this thoughts column here, right? It's moving past and moving through the fear, the worry, stepping more into the optimism of the Fool, and being ready to, enjoy where the next step takes you. So funny they were giving me the boats. I love that. And then we get the card where usually it's the boats in the water, and the person's holding they're holding a wand, and then they have two other wands. So it's like they made their choice. So, but it feels as though you have two very clear options, and then there's like maybe a third. But the point is just do it. For some of you, it's like just take a step. This is coming in all of the readings right now for whatever reason. That's why I wanted to do a whole reading just on drastic change ahead. I'm giving you hopefully a little insight into your own situation. You have the Three of Pentacles. Getting it together. You have 33. Oh, you have 333. Oh, all right. I like that. So you have 333 because you have the Empress, you have the Three of Wands, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Now let's go to our angel number deck. You have 22, a sign of balance. Now they're the twos, right? And there, you remember the person on the tightrope for the Justice card, sign of balance. So this is about you turning your dreams into a reality. Magician. And let's get that 333 out. You turning your dreams into reality leads to Well, new abundance. I mean, I could see that clearly. And we have 3 through 3. There's a sign of protection. So know that your angels guide you to the right path. As I said, there's a reason you're getting this nudge or this idea for so long. It's for some, maybe you just want to get steady, get solid, get a little better at something, a little sharper, learn a little more. That's understandable, right? I'm not here trying to tell you, hey, you got to, do it my way. I mean, not Frank Sinatra. Or no way, he would say, did it my way. I'm not telling you have to do it my way anyway. Okay, so I'm having my own private combo now over here. But anyway, so this is the 3 of Pentacles is, again, it's about a card about having a plan. Maybe some of you do want to have something that you're building together with others. There's good collaboration here. There's an opportunity to expand your network and your net worth, perhaps. Possibly. They gave that to me, as I said, network. Let's see, what else do we have? So maybe you're focusing on networking. I will be doing a career and money reading for you soon. When is that? Let's see. It will be, I believe, I'm just looking at my notes. It's going to, your next, so you'll have your weekly reading on Sunday, and then you'll have your career and money reading on the 16th. So we can dig even more into this. Or, like I said, you could book a private reading. All right. Oh, my goodness. And then you have the sun. Now, I love this because we had some moon energy within the cards, because you had who had the moon? Somebody had the moon. I was seeing a moon behind the Justice card in this deck. And, so anyway, and just, lunar eclipse time here right now. Heavily in that energy still. So there's the sun, though. We're going to have a Virgo solar eclipse on the 21st. And so I feel by that time, some of you will have already had an incredible download, a big insight. Maybe you've just had yours, but there's something here as far as you moving forward that's going to come in, and that will lead to drastic change too. And I'm getting right now cardinal. So it could have to do with cardinal signs. It could have to do with the 4 cardinal signs, or it could have Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, and Libra, or it could have to do with even maybe you're seeing cardinals, the birds, and it's confirmation. Like the saying, when cardinals appear, angels are near. So maybe you're getting this, and cardinals have to do too with like knowing everything you do is of importance and tuning into your own magnificence, being that sun of that sun. You're that like source of life, and maybe you're the light of the party. This is also vitality, people being drawn to you. Even animals may be drawn to you, and there is something about even something like a horse being drawn to you. Or you could find that children are drawn to you. Your aura is becoming brighter. Okay, you're glowing for some of you. All right, you're doing whatever you're doing, it's working, and you're attracting the right situations at the right time. And if it's not already happening, I get that. But I feel based on this energy right now that many of you have something wonderful that's coming in. And it feels too good to be true. To some extent, it does. It feels a little too good to be true. But why not? Haven't you earned it? Haven't you put a lot into this? So what would stop it from being successful? For some of you, it's having this confidence. Needing to have that like Leo confidence, right? This is a card connected to Leo. Leos are kind of known for being confident, right? Let's see what else we have. And it's like being loyal to yourself, to your own dreams, to your own path. Some of you, you've had skills that are lying dormant for a while. I am hearing that. I just heard a name, Leonard. Leonard actually has Leo in it. So that's interesting. But I clearly heard Leonard. I know it may seem like an obvious thing to say, but some of you there's something to do with cards yourself. You're working with cards of some kind. Doesn't have to be tarot oracle cards, could be though. And it's like, I'm getting for some of you, you're getting this nudge to like use your own cards, you know, to get information too. You have the Six of Pentacles, upside down, sideways. It doesn't matter on my channel. I go by the feel of it. So, but I feel like as a viewer, it's easier for you to see the card upright, to fully grasp it, and then imagine it in the reverse if you'd like. But this is a, it has the Libra scales on it. And it's about giving and receiving help. This is about, it can be about sharing. It can be a return on your investments. Be mindful of oversharing, of giving too much. Some of you are wanting to kind of take back something you did for somebody, because I feel what I'm getting right now is they didn't appreciate it anyway. So, yeah, it's almost like you wish you hadn't told them. I'm getting for some, or you wish you hadn't done something for them even. So I'm getting the number 26 with it as well. 2 and 6 is 8. Let's see what else we have. I mean, not that you didn't know that, but as far as numerology, what we do is we add the double digits to be a single digit. So, all right. Let's see what else we have. Maybe you're checking the math on something too. I'm getting the energy of someone punching, like crunching numbers. So it's and what do we have with it? We have the Ace of Pentacles. I think you really are going over your investments. You're cutting out what doesn't work. Old subscriptions, closing deals in some way, maybe reshuffling some things, thinking about how you can make more with less or something, get more out of less, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I think we're all pretty much in that same space right now, but this could the coin of potential, really. It's that seed. Where are you going to plant it? There's something, if you felt it was a lost opportunity, it's coming back, but there was no missed chance. It just wasn't the right investment at the time. So you're getting the right investment coming. There's something where you are moving forward now this time, because you're feeling that it's right. It's just right. It's meant to be. It's right. It's right. It's right. It's right. It's right. Okay, this one too. It kind of flipped. 9 of Wands. Yeah, so I feel for some of you, you've learned from maybe oversharing, overgiving, because you're getting cards of doing that, and I did receive it channeled as well. So, and yeah, I'm getting boundaries all over this reading. There is something here, boundaries. Maybe that's a block you're having, needing to set better boundaries with people, or even just with your energy in general. So keep those boundaries. Stand your ground. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not selfish either. So when I see the 9 of Wands, I think too about a lot of self-care, really making sure you're taking really good care of yourself. I've said for a long time on this channel, self-care is not selfish, right? If anything, you're able to give more once you've completed some self-care, right? Think about how much better you feel after, a meditation or exercise or fresh air or a bath, whatever it is, that gets you grounded. Hearing something right now. This just in. No, I'm hearing something now about something being dismissed. There's a dismissal. Maybe you work somewhere. Maybe you work with kids and they've just been dismissed, and now you're listening to this reading. Because I'm getting kind of that energy of there's stuff going on around you, and then there's this. They're cueing me in on the word dismissal. So, take it or leave it. And you have the 5 of Cups. They're having me, it's like having a moment of silence. So if you've lost somebody recently, I'm sending you lots of love right now to your situation, because there is certainly an energy right now of a heaviness of grief. So I'm sorry for your loss if that's you. And, with the 5 of Cups, yes, there's that feeling, maybe the regret, the grief, the loss, feeling even unloved. But there's finding peace here with this card. And there is moving towards something that will make you happy again, some degree of happiness. Wow, that energy really shifted. And there's the Knight of Cups. Maybe you yourself are just, I think that's eclipse energy in general too. There's the huge shifts, right? So just, that's why I think it's extra, be mindful of the self-care, having those quiet reflective moments, and just kind of really going with the flow, really going with the flow, and not pushing yourself too hard if you're feeling exhausted, because then you could feel like you then hit a wall. That's what I get to with the Nine of Swords sometimes, or Nine of Wands here. You could feel like you've just kind of hit a wall with something. And maybe if you go within, and you might realize that, you know what, there's been some things that I've been meaning to take care of that I haven't. Because as I've been saying, this eclipse, and then with the way the nodes are, I almost said norm. So the way those are, it's like the healing and the emotional, with the Pisces water emotional, feelings, and then the Virgo healer, it's just feeling as though really going within is almost ordered by the universe. It's almost like demanding us to do that at this time, and to really follow our heart. And if something doesn't sit right, smell right, sound right, it's not right for you, probably, right? What else do we have? So as I shuffle, I'm listening for the clairaudient messages. So, or I will clairvoyantly see it, or I'll feel some. So just feel like a lot. I'm explaining that because I feel like a lot of you are exploring your own clairs, or you're going to get nudges to do that. What else do we have? I'm picking up on Holland. So if you're listening from Holland, or you have a connection, hello, maybe the name Holly even, or a name that has Hall in it. Oh my goodness, there's your breakthrough energy. And they top it off with the glistening crown, which is often found in the Ace of Swords anyway, but it's piercing through the confusion, piercing through the lack of clarity, and here it comes, that breakthrough, that new idea. There it is. And I think for some of you, you're going to have these magnificent mental breakthroughs, things that you've been wanting to sweep away and clear out for years, maybe things you've just been hesitating on. It's now you're making you're making space by addressing those things once and for all, clearing them out, and then it makes space for you to have this new beginning. And sometimes, just dealing with our things in our immediate environment, cleaning up the kitchen, or, doing this or that, it's, in our clutter, basically, it can really it can make a world of difference as far as our mental clarity. A little homework from the schoolhouse here coming in. Look up angel number 3333, because I've been seeing this in private readings. I've been seeing it in readings on my channels. There's something with 3333 right now. So if you feel like leaving a comment for others to see too about what you get when you look up 3333, maybe that'll resonate with somebody else who reads the comments. But I just got a chill. So I feel like there's something 3333. Maybe it has to do with working together. I don't know, but you have 3333 coming in, and I don't have that. I don't think I have a deck right now that has that. So I think it's going to be, I might. It might be in this deck right here. You're hearing me flipping through cards. Let's see. It could be, let me see here. 3333. Maybe you're looking it up right now. Wow, are we really doing this? I'm just going to look at the last card. Nope, it's not that one. Okay, so wow, we're really going through all the numbers. Again, there's something that you yourself might be going over numbers. Here we are, passion and purpose. Use your gifts for good creativity, talents, abilities, expression, awakening, help. 3333. And I encourage you to think about all the numbers, all the cards associated, I should say, with the number 3 in tarot. 21, the world. 3, the Empress. 12, Hanged Man. 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. We're getting so many threes lately. And there it is, all right? And then, by the way, I'm now seeing, they wanted me to look at the deck now, even though I was about to pick these up. I wanted to look at the bottom, so we have 1212. So this is plans coming to fruition, right? Empress here, even, right? Empress fruition. Spirit guidance, being in the moment, acting now, staying in the flow. 1212, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 is 3, and then 3. So again, there's numbers of 3. You know, we were getting 2s and 3s in this reading, 2s and 3s. So maybe you have some significant connection to 2s and 3s. You know, 2s and 3s or 5s, right? This could be change, you know, transformation. I'm getting ship, just SHIP, ship. So there's a shipment maybe, or there's, you know, the, I'm getting, okay, oh, I'm getting the name Shirley too, like Shirley Temple. Is that the good ship lollipop or something? I think so. So I'm hearing that song come in. So the name Shirley, the name Temple, or maybe that the drink Shirley Temple, there's some connection there. And there's also, I'm getting even like, surely something is going to work. Something's going to work. I'm hearing people actually clairaudiently having a conversation like, well, surely if we do this, it'll work. Like it's about finding a solution right now to something that has left you kind of mystified. You know, it's like demystifying some things here. It's a very interesting message. Now I'm going to use the Enchanted Path Oracle cards. There's shuffling around, maybe shuffleboard or shuffle dancing. There's shuffling. There's a lot of shuffling. There's moving pieces involved here. Advice for that, please. Moving pieces. Adventure. Embrace the new experiences and adventures, okay? Embrace that. And that feels like the Fool card and 3 of Wands, both of which are in your reading. Nature. Connect with nature to ground and inspire yourself. Yes. We've talked about that. And it looks like there are 2 paths here before you. And we have patience. Yeah, I knew this would come out. I knew it. It came out in a pre-shuffle earlier. So patience. Good things come to those who wait. It may seem like there's just a lot. I'm getting that word, minutia. There's just a lot right now. A lot to, you know, get through. You know, having to get through, even if, you know, any kind of business you want to have, there's paperwork, there's stuff you have to do for your state or country, I guess, right? There's just like stuff that has to be done. I'm going to use the Dark Oracle, and I'm going to use Signs from Spirit Oracle, and they're both by Britta Bowman. All right. Okay, so there could have been something connected to the Lion Gate portal. I just saw a card that said Lion Gate, but so that was from July 26th to August 12th of this year. So Lions Gate portal. Okay, something going on there. Maybe you took advantage of that energy. I did just do a 999 portal reading too, by the way. That was your last reading. So let's see what we have. I'm getting a name right now like Harmon or Harmony or Healy. There's something there. There's an H last name, okay? It's coming in right now. Herman, even. Armando, something like that. Of course, when I hear like hermana or hermano, it makes me think of brother or sister in Spanish. So maybe there's something going on with your brother or sister. Okay, we have Morgan Le Fay. I will change everything. All right. That sounds like for some of you, you're like, I'm just doing this thing. I'm just doing it. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. Right? Done waiting around. Done. You're not just going to sit around and watch everybody else do their thing anymore. It's like, you're just doing it. And so I do want to read a little bit. I try not to read too much during readings, but I'm just going to skim. And this is about, so Morgan Le Fay is, it features a dark goddess. Her presence is very commanding and resolute, right? She's presented with a colossal sword from the underworld. Hello, swords. That's us. She has raven wings that extend from her back. This is symbolic representations of the Egyptian underworld gods adorning the back. Okay, wait a minute. Let me read that. Symbolic representations of Egyptian underworld gods adorn the background. It symbolizes transformation. Oh my gosh. What do you know, right? Drastic change, the whole name of this reading. It's a symbol of transformation, power of change, and the ability to alter the course of one's life. I want to tell you something too. This is a large deck, a lot of cards, very generous with the number of cards in her deck. And so thank you, Britta Bowman. But this came out in the pre-shuffle. It was the only card that came out in the pre-shuffle. So there it is. I mean, that is a card that is meant to be. So this is about conveying a message of transformation and the capacity to instigate profound change in your life. So that's incredible that came out again. So, all right. Maybe you're not as blown away, but I am. All right, let's see. Now, with it. Now, the reason I'm using these cards together is I thought it was so cool because like they came together. I ordered them both at the same time. And we have the dark and the light. And as soon as I saw them, I thought they play well together, these two. With every, it's almost like with every, there's always the two sides, right, of things. And so it's so perfect for eclipse season. Please share with us. Getting a name like Shelley. So Shelley, Shirley, something like that. All right. And then remember I was hearing like Healy. So maybe and Harmon or all right. Anyway, okay, let me start that over. Here we go. Okay, I'm getting instruments like discussion about adding another instrument to the group or something. I'm getting almost sort of like harmonica or keyboards. There's something here I think that would be more, something maybe even percussion. So like percussion. I don't know, but there's something about like it's kind of a it's a less common instrument, and you're wondering adding that or something like that. Anyway, all right. I just heard someone say, "Well, I'm heading home." Maybe you are heading home to your true self, to your true calling. Or you have someone coming home, or you're literally getting in your car, but I'm heading home. Heading home now. Goblet. Oh my goodness, that's an Ace of Cups. Look at that. Goblet. So share your honest feelings. Be open to receiving love from others. This is a time for emotional balance and spiritual nourishment. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Let me see here. This is about sharing honest feelings. Yes. So it's a symbol of emotional expression, nourishment, and the flow of love. So this is inviting you to share your honest feelings and be open to receiving love and support. This just as it holds and carries liquid, it reminds you that, you have to allow your emotions to flow freely without judgment or fear of judgment. Share your heart, put it out there. Expressing your true feelings creates space for deeper connections and more authentic relationships. You know what? If someone isn't a fan of whatever it is you're doing, do you really want them in your space anyway? No. And remember, I was getting that energy right at the beginning of something kind of sucking the air out of the room. It's like something that's really changing the vibe by its negativity or something. Like it's like it's almost stifling, or it's like it's restrictive, right? So that's why I think it's important. You have to remember, breathe out. Breathe out what does not fit, doesn't feel good, anything restrictive. Breathe that out. Bring in that new air, because with it comes new life. So this card is also about a time of emotional balance where you're encouraged to embrace both your vulnerability and your strength. Think strength card in tarot, okay? Just as a goblet can be filled to nourish the body, opening yourself to love and support will nourish your spirit. So this is allowing yourself to receive the positivity of those who do support you, who are rooting for you. All right. This is knowing that by receiving love, or receiving love is just as important as giving love, right? Because you did have that Six of Pentacles, that give and take. So this is about emotional well-being being key to spiritual growth. I feel that everything, mind, body, spirit, soul, it's all connected. We cannot separate, right? It's all connected. So when one's off, everything's off. So by balancing your emotions, by nurturing that inner world, you're going to create that harmonious flow. That's Ace of Cups. Hello, right there. That the Ace of Cups, remember, it fills itself back up from the pool below it, right? It has the 5 streams. I believe it's 5, if I remember correctly. Is it 3, 5? Anyway, it's the number, I guess, doesn't matter for this moment, but yeah. So this is taking the time, do what you need to do, right? Reflect, heal, go into the 4 of Swords moment, okay? Be all 4 of Swords with yourself, okay? So take the time, replenish, do what you need to do so you can continue to give and receive the love and receive the new abundance that's coming with you. And some of you, as you receive abundance, you share even more. And it's just, and it keeps, you know what it does? It like keeps having that cup fill up. You know, for those of us who enjoy doing good things for others when good things are good for us, you know, or even, you know what I find even if I'm having a lousy time at it, you know, I'm in a certain period of life where things aren't going great, you know, like a day's not going the way it should or whatever. It's like a week of, oh my gosh, one thing after another. But then I'll find myself like, I'll do something spontaneously nice for somebody else who did not expect it, did not ask for it. And every single time I've done that, it's like, it changes my energy completely. And I feel then I get back into feeling like, no, I'm in control here. Like I could, you know, let whatever's going on push me down, or I could still continue to be me and move forward, still full power ahead, and be kind, still, you know, not having to change my vibration because of things going on around me, right? I'm still going to, because as I say here all the time, a high vibe, you know, I mean, it's, you know, cheesy as it is, but yeah, it feels good. I feel good to help somebody who didn't expect it. Whether it's, you know, buying flowers for the person in front of you in line at the store, when you realize they're buying their own birthday flowers and you're like, oh, who are the flowers for? And they tell you it's their birthday and you're like, you're not buying your own birthday flowers. So like, that's just a specific example. I know it might be randomly specific, but, and then, you know, when it's kind of like, you know, a lot of things, like good things people do, they then post it on social media. And I personally stay away from that. I don't feel like I need to. It's great to spread positivity and encourage others to also do good things. But I think that, you know, let's be in the right reason, in the right intention of doing something, because if we're doing something for attention or how it might help our channel or something like that, it makes me wonder, because I know a lot of you are creators as well and influencers. It is so important because our energy doesn't lie. So, and it's like people are more able to cut through the crap than ever before. Like we're able, you know, a lot of us are very intuitive. And we know when someone's not being honest and genuine and coming from a place of integrity. So my point being, long story long, it's all about the intention. If maybe we can, people can maybe trick themselves or they can trick others for a while, but they can't trick the universe, right? So that's just something I think about. I think, you know, if I want to feel good, you know, I've actually questioned myself. I'm like, wait, then wait, was that like a nice thing for me to do because I feel so good having done it? Is that selfish? No, no, it's not. What would be selfish is if I then like posted it and, you know, made money from it, or so, you know, it'd be like exploiting something like that. So I don't know. I'm going on and on here, but I think you get the gist of it. We have to be very careful with our intentions, our reasons for doing something. And I encourage all of us to, even when it's hard, stay high vibe and stay in that energy of integrity, of love, and spread that around, because there's a lot of the other stuff spread all around, right? And yeah, so that's what I have for that. All right, let's see what else we have. I'm preaching to the choir, right, folks? Preaching to the choir. All right, let's get oh wow. All right, so this is a Galactic Angel card. Same creator as the angel numbers here. This deck, by the way, was the Celestial Angel Numbers by Midnight Oracle. And I don't have a creator for the Enchanted Path Oracle. It might be Sashui. I'm not positive. So I think that was like an Amazon find. And then I just always like to say the cards. And then this was by, these two decks are by Soul Reflections, Soul Reflections, Nadine Swiger. And this is the Galactic Angel deck, and this is the Divine Angel Numbers. There it is. Soon we will be lifting the veil and you will see the light. That is a powerful message from the universe. And again, things that were not out in the open or revealed will become revealed. There will be truth revealed. Some of you, it's going to feel like it's a lot. You know, our attention is being called in a variety of directions, but save some energy for yourself and for the work you want to do and for what makes you feel good too. We don't want to be pulled in every which way, right? We want to be grounded and centered and focused. And yeah, so past life memories could be triggering emotions. Go within to heal. This is totally in line with the reading, because you have justice, which I said that could be karmic. You have things like regret, repression here, which could be, you know, in the Five of Cups. That's a time of healing. I talked about eclipse energy healing. I mean, it's all coming together here. Let's get some. Oh, if you would please like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it very much. Any engagement helps. Use that little hype button next to the comments. If you do a swipe like that, hype will show up. You can click that. It's free for you. It helps my video get pushed out more. It's a new feature they're trying. So I don't know if it'll stay or not, but they're trying it out. So yeah, any help like that is so appreciated. And it doesn't mean you agreed with everything. It just means, you know, you liked something here. So I appreciate that so much. And you have card 3. What do you know? It's another 3. Polar Bear. Check out the rainbow. Rainbow energy has been coming in a lot. It's been coming into every reading I'm doing now. All right. You're stronger than you think. Harness your true innate power and let nothing hold you back. Be bold and courageous. You can do this. This is all about empowerment. Earth Star Chakra. So again, you're going to want to get grounded, right? Be coming from that place that you know you want to be coming from. How do you want to be seen? How do you want to go forth? So that's what I have for you. I do hope this helped in some way. And I post on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. And then sometimes I do shorts or smaller videos in between. And again, check me out for a personal reading while they're still open and while they're at that introductory rate. If you miss me this time, I'm going to get them. I'll have them open again. I mean, I might keep them open. I don't know. It depends on, you know, how much traffic it is, how much, because I'm also moving my Reiki practice right now. So I have, and sometimes my voice might need a rest. So I'll try to keep them open if I can, and but I may need to take breaks from that. So, and I don't know when that'll be or for how long. So that's why I'm encouraging people, you know, to try it out if you can. All right. And I try to have a variety of different options so that, you know, even if, you know, you don't, yeah, anyway, you'll see there's different pricing and different ways to get a reading. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Take care.